Welcome to the Ammon Fiber Optics Local Improvement District Number 3 informational video. This video is intended to explain how the Local Improvement District, or LID, will work for residents in the Bridgewater, Hawks Landing, Centennial Ranch, and Jenny Jean subdivisions. These areas represent the Improvement District for Ammon in 2019. The first question we are always asked is, how much will fiber cost me? It is extremely important that residents understand that the city has separated the costs into 3 separate and distinct payments. First, the cost of installation. Second, the cost to maintain and operate the infrastructure. And finally, the cost for services. This is primarily internet bandwidth today, but it could include phone and video services as well. So let's deal first of all with the cost of installation. Installation is clearly a one-time cost. It's what it costs the city to extend fiber to each property that wants it in the district. The current estimate is $3,300. You have payment options when it comes to paying that $3,300. As the project nears completion, all costs are known. The city will notify each resident what we've spent and what the amount due is. Again, we're estimating $3,300. As that project completes and you receive that notification, there's a 30-day window at which you can pay that amount in full without any interest or any other fees. If you choose not to pay it in that 30-day window, that amount is automatically put into a long-term municipal bond, 20 years at a municipal interest rate, and each portion due by each property owner is attached to the property in the form of a lien. Keep in mind that you will be billed annually to pay this back over time. We project the payments will be in the neighborhood of $250 each year until it is paid off. You can pay this amount off and clear the lien at any point in time. One important point to remember is the debt is attached to the property, not to the owner, meaning that as the property changes hands, the current owner is responsible to continue to make the payments until this is paid off over 20 years. So let's go back to the question, how much will fiber cost me? What you're really wondering is, what will it cost me to get internet? So let's answer that question. First of all, the cost of installation we said was $3,300. Let's assume you're going to let that go into a municipal bond and be attached to the property. Even though this is an annual payment, we can average it out and calculate what the monthly payment would be. For us, we're simply saying it's going to be in the neighborhood of $22.50, give or take $1 or so. Maintenance and operation gets billed to you on your city utility bill monthly. This is the charge that the city charges to maintain the fiber, keep your device in your home, the back office, and everything up and running, $16.50 a month. This only starts to be charged to you when you use the fiber. Finally, you have the services. In our example here, we're using a 100 meg up and down service with no monthly contract and no data cap. This package is available in the Ammon marketplace right now for $10 a month. This would bring your monthly total to $49 a month for a 100 megabit symmetrical connection with no data cap and no monthly contract. 1 gigabit symmetrical service is available for $24 or $25. So you can get 1 gigabit service for $64 monthly. Again, remember, this is fiber optic service with no data caps and no contracts, and you have choices in providers. So if you find you're unhappy with your service, you can easily switch with no consequence. The next question that we're most often asked is, what if I choose not to do it today? What if I choose not to participate in the improvement district? Keep in mind, the opportunity to finance the fiber installation to your property using the LID only happens once. So there's 2 possible outcomes for property owners in the district. The first is, do nothing. In that instance, you receive no fiber and there's no cost to you. The second option is to complete a certificate. Complete the paperwork saying you want fiber. In that instance, the city will install fiber to your property. At the conclusion of the project, you'll be informed of the amount due, and you will be responsible for the cost, whether it's a one-time payment or whether you choose to just attach it to the property and pay it back over time. So let me clarify. What if I don't do it today? Bottom line, A property owner can request fiber installation at a later date in any area where the city has fiber installed. So there's fiber running down the street. You can have it run into your home in the future, but the opportunity to finance that and attach it to the property is gone. This means when you request us to have the city to have fiber installed to your home in the future, you will be required to pay in full that $3,300 at the time of installation. The city cannot finance it for you or attach it to the property. What has experience shown? What has happened when some have opted out? Properties without city fiber in areas where other comparable properties do have it, we found that this can be a condition of the buyer. So some sellers have had to pay the total cost of installation in order to sell the property. Well, clearly, you can add that to the cost of the property, and the buyer is more than likely willing to roll that into his mortgage payment. So you can deal with it that way. But that also means that you didn't get the benefit of using the property fiber while you owned the property. Keep this in mind. National studies have proven that having fiber installed can add over $5,000 to the price of a $175,000 home. That's more than it costs to have the fiber installed. So the national average is actually an increase of over 3% in residential property value. So we encourage residents to see this as an investment in your property and an investment in your community, because as we build fiber to more and more homes, the value becomes better for all of us as a community, because we can use or leverage the size of our utility to obtain better pricing in services. Do you have more questions? Well, visit ammonfiber.info. We maintain a website there with maps, videos, and even paperwork that you can download and sign if you want to opt in to the current LID. If you're still not sure, keep in mind that the city wants property owners to understand and make an informed decision. As we complete each and every district, we always have a handful of property owners that come to us and regret not having opted in. Therefore, we want you to be informed. Whether you choose to have fiber installed or not is clearly your decision. We just want you to understand that decision. So please seek out and talk with others who already have city fiber installed in their home. Log on to the utility portal at ammonfiber.com using this demo account. You can see the internet packages and providers that are available for you to choose from if you have Ammon Fiber. What do you need to do? Let's simplify it. If you don't want it, you're not interested in have city fiber, do nothing. There's no cost consequence to you. You will receive no fiber at your home. If you do want it, you must complete paperwork, turn in a signed certificate. Opt-in certificates are available at the city office, through your neighborhood champions, or online. Just remember, you must return a signed copy to receive fiber. Do you have more questions? You can also reach out to one of your neighborhood fiber champions. They can help you. You can always contact the city for more information. Stop by the main office or call the main number and just simply tell the staff there that you have questions about fiber. Email also works. You can reach out to the city's technology director at this email address. If you have a sign in your yard, that means you're on track to receive fiber. You can also check the online map. It will tell you whether or not we have your paperwork. It will also show you where we are in the construction process for the year. Thank you for taking the time to become informed about the Ammon LID process. We appreciate the opportunity to serve you and look forward to working together to own our own broadband future.